Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror. This is the remastered version of the game and I've started on this menu today because the actual screen is a little bit loud and disconcerting to just start an episode in. But we are carrying on exactly from where we left off last episode. And we are here at Teotihuacan and we've just woken up after being thrown off a ship. But it had just been blown up by a helicopter. And so we have a fair few things around here. We've got to work out exactly what we're doing. We can hear some choir music or organ music off in the background. You can just see here though there is a vine, so we're going to grab that. We're going to pick that up straight away. That looks like it will be useful.
That vine rope could be useful.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. And then
the washing machine.
The washing machine's broken. So we'll head over here, have a look what's going on. We have an interesting irrigation system here. We have some leaves. Let's have a look at the leaves.
It was a pile of damp leaves.
Pile of damp leaves. We have...
It was a large wooden cross.
Large wooden cross. Over here we have a press. 2
round stones were carefully balanced on a wooden structure.
And then we have a treehouse. So we'll have a look at the treehouse.
Hello? Anyone home? I'd always wanted a treehouse like that when I was a kid.
It does look like a cool treehouse. Let's see, can we pick up this cross?
It was heavy. I guess that was intentional.
So we picked it up. I assume this has to go over to here. You can see these little things in there.
The leverage from the cross allowed me to turn one of the stones, but the other one remained stationary.
Right. So, whoever's in here, we've got to try and get their attention, I suppose. We have a pile of leaves.
It was a pile of damp leaves. It was a pile of damp leaves.
Here we have
a
a
wooden
pump.
box was connected to the nearby water wheel. It seemed to be working just fine. The water wheel had been built to provide a natural source of power. The wheel had a rim of roughly beaten iron.
See if we can do anything with the water wheel.
The iron rim of the water wheel would have torn the skin from my fingers if I'd touched it.
Now, I'm going to work off previous knowledge here. I do remember how to do this, and it is a really complicated one if you don't know how to do it. You can be trapped around here for a long time if you don't. Take the bank statement here and use it with these leaves. It seems really unintuitive because this is a pile of damp leaves.
I placed the bank statement over the damp leaves.
And then there's a second really unintuitive thing, which is taking this statue.
It was the flint statue of Tezcatlipoca I'd found in Marseille.
So it's a flint statue. And if we put the flint statue with the water wheel, I believe it's the water wheel, that'll create some sparks.
As I held the fetish to the iron rim of the wheel, a shower of sparks cascaded onto the leaves.
Which will create a small fire there, which will then be pumped up into here, and you can see the smoke coming out of there.
Quick,
and
man,
here we are.
Put out that fire. I've got a sick woman up here.
Sorry, Father, but I needed to attract your attention.
Someone to talk to.
Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Stobbart, George Stobbart.
I'm Father Hubert. I don't suppose you speak French.
Huh? Why do you want to know that?
I found a young woman with a fever by the river this morning. The poor girl is close to death. And there's nothing I can do for her but pray. I don't understand her, but I think she's speaking French.
Hang on. That must be Nico.
So speak to him about Nico.
That's my girlfriend you've got in your treehouse. What's the matter with her?
She's been bitten by a venomous river snake.
But can't you do something for her? There's a cure, isn't there?
I ran out of penicillin and morphine years ago, but the local people speak of a root which they believe will counteract the poison.
So what is this route?
Where can I find this root?
I don't know, but maybe the shaman at the village can tell us.
Will you show me the way to the village?
Me? Oh, but I can't.
Can't? Nico's life depends on it.
You're right. Of course I should, despite my own guilt and shame. But I can't go as a representative of God with a creased collar.
A creased collar? You mean you put your personal attire higher than the life of a sick woman?
I will not go to that village looking anything but my best.
Give me your collar. I'm sure I can find a way to press it.
And again, I do apologise about the
In the meantime, I must
mono
concentrate my sermon.
voice coming only out of one ear.
There was
If you were
obviously
listening
more
with
than a creased
earphones, you'll
collar
definitely
bothering
hear
the
that.
priest.
It's a bit disconcerting. So we've got this now, and of course the regular thing, we can use the vines with the press over here. We already know that this cross turns with press.
The vine provided a drive belt to connect the two stones.
And then we would use the collar with the press.
So there I was, hundreds of miles from civilization, doing the housework for a priest. It's a strange world.
And then doing the cross. Now I thought there was actually a problem with my headphones, and I was trying to work out what was wrong with them. But you can see that George's voice is in stereo, coming fine out of both, and the actual background music is coming fine out
Press
of both.
worked surprisingly well on
But
the
over
collar.
here, you can just hear the water wheel out of one ear, and you could only hear his voice, Hubert's voice, out of one ear as well. So we'll pick up the collar. Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with it, it's just the way the game handles the game sounds and the voices. Depending on which side of the screen they're on, depends on which side of the headphones it comes out of, and it's very disconcerting. I'm not too keen on that. So here's your collar.
Father.
Thank you, George. You probably think it a little odd of me to make such a fuss.
Oh no, if I've been living in the jungle for 11 years, I'd be completely screwy too.
Screwy? Yes, perhaps I am. Ever since my last visit to that village.
Let's talk about him.
Do you want to tell me what happened at the village?
I forgot my vows. I let myself be overwhelmed by the beauty of this unspoiled paradise, and in a moment of weakness, animal passion reared its rampant head.
You know, you should be writing romantic novels. Did you experience some kind of a physical liaison at the village?
Yes, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I found myself doing the monkey dance.
I've never heard it called that before. And I didn't want to pry any deeper into Hubert's murky past.
No. Doesn't sound it.
Now you've got your collar back, will you take me to the village?
I've still not finished my sermon.
Look, Father, I still don't know why you're so reluctant to visit that village, and it's none of my business. Whatever the reason, it can't be more important than saving Nico's life.
You're right. I must be crazy. We must make haste if we're to reach the village before nightfall.
By the time we reached the village, it was sunset.
Hello, boys. Glad to see you're still wearing the underpants. What?
They're the best Christmas present we ever had, Father. Mine are too tight.
Well, we all have our cross to bear. This is George. He has a request to make. I'm afraid I can't stay. Good luck, George.
Okay, so we have some guards at the gates. We'll talk to these guys.
That's a relief. I never feel comfortable with him about.
Me neither. These damn pants keep riding right up my butt.
So, what do you want?
My girlfriend has been bitten by a snake.
So, everyone in my family has been bitten by snakes.
I was bitten by a dormouse once.
She's real sick. I hoped your wise man might have medicine.
Wise man? You must have the wrong village.
Are you going to stand by and let my girlfriend die?
Of course not. What do you think we are, savages?
We'll start the preparations for a cremation feast.
Let's have a look. See what we can see about
Father
Hubert.
Hubert said there was a wise man in the village who could help me.
Ooh, he must mean the old man, the shaman.
Yes, I do.
I'd
need
like
him.
to see the shaman, please.
You can't just go walking in there and demand to speak to the shaman.
Why not?
You have to observe the protocol. The shaman demands tribute.
Tribute? You mean like a gift?
That's right.
The eternal question. What do you give a man who has everything?
Let's find out some more information.
Give me a clue. What kind of things does your shaman like? Does he have a hobby, a favorite sport?
You insult us. The shaman lives on a higher plane.
Oh, right. Maybe a book would be more suitable. Or a jigsaw puzzle? Don't you just hate choosing presents for people you don't know?
So we have a coyote stone. I don't really want to give him a coyote stone. Some lipstick, a dead worm, a cone, and some dog biscuits. Let's try. I don't want to give him a coyote stone, so let's try with lipstick.
Would your wise man have any use for lipstick?
Not in that color.
Haven't you anything in black?
Of course I don't.
Okay. Let's try worm.
Look, I know it's not much, but I want your shaman to have this.
Do you expect him to eat that?
He's an old man, you know. He might choke.
And this.
This cone could have 1,000 uses.
Yeah? Like what?
A protective helmet?
I don't think so.
Dog biscuits.
Here, he'll like these biscuits.
If you say so.
Okay.
He liked the biscuits, especially the black ones. He wants to know if you've any more.
Especially the black ones. So if we put the coal into the dog biscuits,
I put my lucky piece of coal in the empty box. Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him. The shaman didn't want the black rock.
okay. So maybe if we put the coyote stone in there.
I put the Mayan stone in the empty box.
Because the shaman will surely know what that's about. We can't. Oh, maybe.
There's already something in the box. The box contained the Mayan stone.
Can I take that out? So I wanted to try the Neapolitep statue.
Here, I found some more of those biscuits for the shaman.
I'll give them to him. The shaman wants to talk to you.
I hoped he would. Well, it's been nice to talk to you guys.
I must know what that coyote stone is, man. So let's head around here. Let's talk to
That
Mum
man wasn't
first.
the one I'd come looking for.
No, I know, but I want to talk to him.
The man was busily weaving a cloth. I couldn't think of any reason to steal the villagers' rock collection.
Oh, fair enough. Loads of people, naked people, running around behind. But we will talk to the shaman here.
Hi, my name's George Stobbart.
Please, sit down. Welcome, George.
Thanks.
It has long been foretold that a white man would bring the coyote stone to this village.
I don't suppose this would be any use to you.
It sure would. This wax on a stick will change our lives.
What do you want it for?
To decorate our bodies for the monkey dance.
Okay, so he does want it. Let's talk straight about
My
Nico.
girlfriend's been bitten by a snake.
And you want me to heal her?
That's the idea. Can you do it?
I'm not sure. My gums aren't what they used to be.
Listen, my girlfriend's in a coma. Please, old man, give me the root.
What root?
Father Hubert told me of a root which could cure the bite of the river snake.
There's nothing sacred with these people. That was our secret, known only to members of my tribe.
If that root is my chance of saving Nico's life, then I want it. Fast.
There is time yet, George Stobbart. Time to learn why you were called here.
Fine. If I listen to your story, then will you give me the root?
The eel travels far, but still returns to the place of his spawning.
And look, I'm running a tight schedule, so can you skip the riddles?
Many years ago, when the world was young, the great god and king Quetzalcoatl was defeated by trickery and deceit. His enemy Tezcatlipoca took his place as leader and demanded terrible human sacrifices. A group of loyal priests found a way to trap Tezcatlipoca. But his powers were so great, they knew he would not remain trapped forever. His time of incarceration would end with the eclipse, which marked the close of the Fifth Age. So the priests fashioned 3 obsidian stones which contained the power to seal the mirror for all time. But before the stones could be put in place, they were seized by the invading Spanish.
But how did they trap Tez, the evil god?
They built a pyramid which they told Tezcatlipoca was dedicated to him. At its center, they fashioned a huge mirror of perfectly smooth obsidian. Luring him into the pyramid with praise and flattery, they used sorcery to ensnare him in the mirror.
What happened to the stones?
They were taken by the Spanish to the coastal town that is now called Quaramonte City. Only 1 stone reached Spain. The other 2 fell into the hands of buccaneers. The Jaguar stone was captured by an English captain, El Draco. The Eagle stone was taken by a pirate called Ketch. The 3rd stone, the Coyote stone, reached Spain safely. That is the stone in your possession.
Tell me more about the eagle stone.
The stone was loaded onto a galleon with many valuable artifacts plundered by the Spanish. But shortly after leaving harbor, a terrible squall blew up and damaged the ship. The ship was intercepted by a bloodthirsty pirate, Captain Ketch. Ketch made short work of overpowering the crew, stealing the treasure, and sinking the Spanish ship.
Tell me more about the Jaguar stone.
Many centuries ago, the port of Quaramonte was entered by a ship flying Spanish colors. The captain, the man known as El Draco, sent soldiers ashore. Only when the soldiers arrested the mayor did the people realize that they were English privateers. The mayor was held hostage while the soldiers looted and plundered the city. Amongst the treasures they stole was the Jaguar stone.
Suppose I was to believe there was anything in your story, other than the rambling delusions of a seriously wacky old man. Suppose I was to swallow it, hook, line, and kitchen sink. What then?
Then you would see that the fate of the human race rests upon your shoulders.
I thought I'd just stay silent while the lore went on then. We're going to carry on by asking about the solar eclipse.
There's an eclipse of the sun due very soon, isn't there?
Correct. The eclipse which marks the ending of the Fifth Age will come before the next full moon.
Less than 2 weeks. I didn't really believe that Tezcatlipoca would return, but I figured Karzak's plans were in some way connected.
I suppose after the first game, after what he went through 6 months before this was actually going on, he should actually believe some of it. And we'll talk about Hubert.
Why is Father Hubert so reluctant to visit the village?
I don't know. He used to come here a lot, but then he just stopped. You'd think he'd want to spend some time with his kids.
Did you say Father Hubert has kids?
3 girls and 5 boys by my reckoning. All conceived in the same week at the Feast of the Monkey Dance.
Right, okay.
Where is the Jaguar Stone now?
I suppose El Draco took it back to his homeland, across the Great Sea.
To England.
So that's one where we've got to go for one of them.
Where's the Eagle Stone now?
Nobody knows for sure. Ketch retired from piracy and bought an island in the Caribbean.
What do I do when I find the stones?
Bring them here to me and I shall prepare you. The stones must be taken to the heart of the pyramid. Only there can they be used to seal the gate by which Tezcatlipoca will return to this world.
And there's the second. Well, we know where to get the second one now, into the Caribbean.
Now do I get the route?
Here, take it. Make haste if you wish to save the girl's life. The hummingbird sings to me of death to come.
Now you're talking in riddles again. Listen, is it okay if I crash here? I've got no chance of finding my way through the jungle in the dark.
You're welcome, but you probably won't get much sleep. Tonight's the night of the monkey dance.
A little later.
I left the village at dawn and stumbled back through the jungle in a post-party daze. It was just like sneaking back to my parents' house when I was younger. Except Oakland didn't have monkeys or parrots.
Right, so should we head inside? And there's Nico. Let's go straight to Nico.
Nico, I've brought you this root. No way was she going to be able to chew the root. I needed to give her the antidote in a more digestible form.
Speak to Hubert about it, see if he knows how to use it.
I've got the root, Hubert.
What are you waiting for? Give it to the gal.
I've tried, but she won't take it.
Oh, you fool, George. You'll have to extract the sap so that you can drink it.
Right, okay. So we can do that
The
outside.
shaman thinks you should go visit your kids.
So, he told you?
Look, Hubert, having an extended family is nothing to be ashamed of. If I was you, I'd be ashamed of not being there for them.
It was that damned monkey dance that led me astray.
Yeah. A sight like that must be difficult to forget.
We don't get to see the monkey dance, and I wonder, again, is that a slight hint back to Monkey Island? So let's use the chimney cone with the water wheel, grab some water. No, apparently not. Because this is the only container we've got. So if we use that with the press, and put that
The
underneath,
cone was ideal as a makeshift container.
and then we can put the root onto the, nope, not onto the cross, onto the press, and then we can use a cross. I thought we'd have to put water into this first, obviously not. We can use that.
As the liquid was squeezed from the root, it collected in the cone.
Then we pick up cone. Then we can head inside.
Look, Hubert, the antidote.
Well, what are you waiting for? Give it to the girl, quickly.
Nico. Here, drink this.
Oh, George, it's horrible.
Just swallow it down. Okay, try and rest now, darling. You'll need all your strength when we go after the other 2 stones.
Other stones? What other stones? What have you gotten me into now, George Stobbart?
Well, the patient is sounding more like her old self already.
Hey, after flying across the Caribbean Sea.
Nico recovered quickly from her fever. To save time, we decided to split up and look for each stone independently. I traced the pirate Ketch to a remote island in the Caribbean. With the fortune he'd amassed from piracy, he'd retired to a place that was later called Ketch's Landing.
Okay, and I think that is where we're going to leave it for this episode. We have saved Nico's life. And found out a lot more of the lore about this game and about what's going to happen. And yeah, we are now properly into this game now. I think we're over 50% through, so we're like over halfway through the season. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of this game. If you are, make sure you comment down in the comment section. Let me know how you like this. And if you want me to change anything about these games in the future, let me know as well. If you want less commentary, more commentary, anything like that. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will. See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.